Before we marry, before we stand in front of everyone, before the rings are on our fingers, before the titles of husband and wife, I need to ask you for just one thing, not because I have doubts, not because I'm afraid, but because I love you too much to not say this before everything changes. So promise me this we will always talk, not just about dinner plans or what time you will be home, not just about bills or work or the groceries we forgot again. I mean, really talking, the kind where we slow down, take off the day like a heavy coat, and just look at each other honestly. The kind where I see your heart and you see mine, where nothing has to be perfect, just real, just spoken, just heard. Because love does not die in loud arguments, it dies in the quiet, it dies in the space between two people who stop asking, stop sharing, stop showing up. Love does not leave all at once, it slips away slowly in the silence, in the I am fine when you are really not, in the it's nothing when it's everything. I don't want to be the couple that only speaks when something is wrong. I want to talk even when things are right, especially when they are right. Let's ask each other the real questions. Are you happy with me? What's been heavy on your heart? Is there something I'm not seeing? What do you need more of or less of? Let's not wait for the cracks to show before we get close again. Let's check in, not check out. Let's speak up, not shut down. There will be days when life pulls us in different directions. When we are tired, when we feel far, when stress fills up the room before we even speak. But even on those days, promise, promise me we will try, even when we don't feel like it, even when silence seems easier. Promise me you will speak. Promise me I can too. Even if it's awkward, even if it's messy, even if the words are not perfect, let me in, not just into your smiles, but into your struggles. Not just when you are strong, but when you are scared. Not just when everything's calm, but when you feel like walking away. Because I don't come this far to pretend we are okay when we are not. I did not come this far to bury our love in silence. You looked at me that day when I said all this, and your eyes softened like you had been waiting for someone to finally ask. Not demand, not pressure, just ask. Can we keep talking even when it's hard? And you held my hand so slowly and said, "No one's ever asked me that before. Not like this." And that's when I realized you have spent so much time trying to be easy to love. You forgot you are allowed to ask for things too. You can need something, you can speak up, you can say, "This is how I feel," without being afraid I'll walk away. But I'm not scared, not of your truth, not of your mess, not of your silence, as long as you come back from it. Because I want to build a marriage where we talk before we break, where we listen before we defend, where we speak not to win but to stay close. So before we say the vows in front of family and friends, I want to live the truth now, not just write it in poetry, not just wear it on a ring, but build it in real life. Let's make it a habit, checking in, not checking boxes. I know life gets loud. I know work gets hard. I know family and plans and money and stress can all pile up. But in the middle of it all, let's protect our little corner of honesty, even if it's 10 minutes before bed, even if it's brushing our teeth in a tiny bathroom with mismatched towels, even if it's just a whisper, "Hey, you good today?" That's the kind of love I want. The quiet kind that still shows up. You don't have to be strong every day. You don't have to smile when you are tired. You don't have to hold it in just to keep the peace. Because peace is not pretending, peace is honesty. I want to be your safe place. Even when your world feels loud, even when your chest feels tight, even when you have no words left, just let me sit beside you. Let me hear whatever's in your heart. Even if it's scary, even if it's small, even if it's just a feel of today. That's enough. That's everything. The other night, we sat in silence, not in anger, just tired. You on the edge of the bed, scrolling your phone, me folding laundry that could have waited. And you said it softly, so quietly I almost missed it. I don't want us to ever feel like roommates. And I knew exactly what you meant. That's why I asked for this promise. Because It happens slowly. We start off staying up late just to talk. We share everything: hopes, fears, dumb jokes, random dreams. Then life creeps in, schedules shift, talk turns into tasks. How's your heart? Becomes, did you pay the light bill? I don't want with you. I want us to reach for each other, even when the days are boring, even when nothing big is going wrong. I want to ask, what's been on your mind lately? And I want you to answer, even if it's small, even if it's nothing big, even if it's just a thought you don't know where to put. Because love does not always need a fix. Sometimes it just needs a space, a place to be heard, a place to breathe, a place to feel safe again. And when we disagree, because we will, let's not go quiet for too long. Let's not let space grow where connection used to live. Let's say that thing you said. It stayed with me, and let's say it with softness, not blame. Let's come back to each other, not with speeches, but with truth. And I promise I'll listen. I will not try to fix you. I'll just let you speak, and we will hold each other again, closer, softer. Because sometimes the fix is not a solution. Sometimes the fix is not just being heard. That's how we will make it. Not through perfection, but through presence. Not through always agreeing, but through always returning. Not through grand gestures, but through quiet honesty. This morning, you stood by the mirror, fixing your hair, and I could tell something was on your mind. So I asked, what's going on? And you paused, then said, what if we are not enough for each other? After the wedding, what if something changed? And my heart did not panic, because I understood that even strong love has soft fears. So I said this, and I hope you never forget it. If something changes, let it be that we talk more, not less. Because feelings will shift, life will get hard, we will grow, we will change, not always at the same pace. But the promise is not that we stay the same. The promise is that we stay honest, that we stay open, that we bring not just our strength but our fear, our questions, our weariness to each other. You don't have to be everything for me, you just have to be you, the real you, and I'll do the same. That's what real marriage is. Not rings, not photos, not titles, but these two people still choosing each other in the quiet, in the questions, in the truth. So, no, I can't promise it will always feel perfect. But I can promise this: when it does not, I'll still be here asking, can we talk? And I'll mean it every time. So, before we marry, before we celebrate, before we say I do, promise me this one thing. Promise me we will never stop talking.